Hey, fourth grade. Nice to see you again. All righty. Today we are keeping going with chapter 12, and we are going with 12.3 today, which is talking about the customary units of weight. Remember, customary is just a funny name for what we call the measurements we use here in the United States. All right. We only have two conversions that we are talking about today. We're going to be talking about 1 pound, or LB. I know that's a funny abbreviation for pound, but that is the abbreviation is LB. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. And for ounces, we just abbreviate it like OZ. And then we're also looking at 1 ton, or capital T, equals 2,000 pounds. So 1 pound equals 16 ounces and 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. And the way we use the conversion chart is going to be very similar to the way that we used our conversion chart on Tuesday. We are going to be taking it and multiplying to find our answer. All right, so let's jump right in and let's look at number 1. 5 tons equals how many pounds? So I know that I'm changing tons to pounds, which means I'm going to have to go up here and figure out which one of my conversions is going to help me. Pound to ounces is not going to help me. So I'm going to be using this ton to 2,000 pounds. So for every 1 ton, I have 2,000 pounds. So here we've got 5 tons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for each one of those tons, I've got 2,000 pounds. Okay. This is just giving you a visual as to how these conversions work. Okay. Now I could add those up, 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000, or I could just multiply. I could do 5 times 2,000 equals. Now, this is going to take us way back to the early chapters in the first semester, but remember, there's a trick to multiplying this. We can use our basic facts. So if we look at our basic fact here, we've got 5 times 2. What is 5 times 2? 10. Very good. And then I'm going to look at how many more zeros I have to add, which would be 3. So 5 tons is the same thing as 10,000 pounds. All righty, let's look at number 2. 6 pounds equals how many ounces? All right, so I'm going to have to find the conversion that changes pounds into ounces. If I go up here, it's going to be this one. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So for every 1 pound they gave me, it is 16 more ounces. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for each one of those, we've got 16 ounces. Now, same thing, we could add 16 up, 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, etc. Or we can just multiply, which we do know how to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that to make it a little bit easier. So 16 times 6. Remember, when we're multiplying like this, we're always going to multiply 1's place times 1's place first. 6 times 6 is 36. Very good. That 6 goes down here, and the 3 is going to come up regrouped above this 1. Then we're going to come back down to the 6 and multiply 6 times 1, which is 6. Very good. But we cannot forget this 3 that we regrouped up here. We do have to add that to our 6. So 6 plus 3 is, you tell me. Very good. 9 is correct. So 6 pounds is the same thing as 96 ounces. All righty. Let's do 2 more. Okay, so we've got 6 tons equals how many pounds? Well, we know that 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So for every 1 ton, I've got 2,000 pounds and I've got 6 of them. So if I do 6 tons times 2,000 pounds each, what will that give me? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and use my basic fact trick. Pull out that basic fact. 6 times 2, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then look at how many zeros I need to add, which would be 1, 2, 3. So 6 tons is the same thing as 12,000 pounds. All righty, one more. We're going to finish off with pounds to ounces. Now we go back up here on our conversion chart. 1 pound was equal to 16 ounces. So for every 1 pound of that 7, we've got 16 ounces. All right, so just like we did here in number 2, I'm going to go ahead and do 16 times 7. Okay, so if I multiply 6 times 7, what does that give me? Very good. It does give me 42. The 2 will go here, and that 4 will get regrouped above the 1. Then I'm going to come back to my 1s. 7 times 1 is 7. Very good. Add that 4 we regrouped. 8, 9, 10, 11. And we find out that 7 pounds is the same thing as 112 ounces. All righty, boys and girls. Same thing with on Tuesday. It would probably be a good idea to write that conversion chart down. There is just 2 that we are focusing on for today's lesson, so it's not that many. Take a picture of it, write it down so you have it as a reference when you are doing your assignment. All righty, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.